I started off this series. I was trying to do more sequential recording. I was just going to port and polish the manifolds. I got a BD full bore driver's side exhaust manifold, which is already pre-drilled for EGT probe, the pyrometer. But that turned into, well, I got to remove the downpipe. If I'm going to remove the downpipe and the manifolds, then that's 6 up pipe bolts that are already removed. And if I got that much removed, I might as well, just pull the turbo at that point, because everything else is pretty much, ready to go. So pull the turbo and rebuilt the turbo. I did a port and polish on the turbo. I put an aluminum compressor wheel on the turbo, port matched the up pipes, port matched the manifolds, took it for a spin. Noticed that my truck was kind of running a little bit hot, and I did detect some carbon dioxide in my coolant tank, and the hoses were hard, which means either I had a lifted injector cup or a blown head gasket. So I was going to do injectors anyways, so I picked up some LDS 45% over sack nozzle injectors, and since I was going that far, might as well just do the head gaskets. I'm not a gambling man, so I went for the for sure thing and just pulled the heads. And so I got new head gaskets, and instead of bolts, I went with head studs. And then once the heads were pulled, gave it a look over. Nothing was cracked. Everything looked fine. For the most part, unless there were some micro cracks I couldn't see. But I ultimately did not take it into the one machine shop that we have in town. Their shop looks like Sanford and Son, if you know the old TV show I'm talking about, just junk everywhere. And they're charging $700 just to cut some new valve seats and some old 350 heads, which, cost as much as a new set of 350 heads. So I didn't even go to them because, one, I didn't want my heads lost. Two, I don't want to pay the price of brand new heads just to get these compression tests and, give them a once over. So I sandblocked it myself. I lapped all the valves because every single one of the exhaust valves was leaking, and then I did a mild port and polish on the bowl, on the intake side and the exhaust side, and put it all back together, put the injectors in there, lashed the valves to 12/1000ths of an inch, put everything back together, and bam, we have a completely different truck. So that is kind of the setup for the next however many videos it takes until that's done. I imagine it's going to be a pretty long series.